The Clavicles of Solomon, the very name whispers of ancient secrets and forbidden knowledge. This grimoire, a book of magical spells and rituals, has captivated and perplexed scholars for centuries. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, and its authorship remains a subject of debate. The Clavicles of Solomon is a powerful and dangerous text. It claims to offer the keys to summoning and controlling demons, granting its possessor unimaginable power. But these secrets come at a price, for the Clavicles is said to be a double-edged sword, capable of corrupting even the purest of souls. The text is steeped in Jewish mysticism and Kabbalistic symbolism, drawing upon ancient traditions and beliefs. Its pages are filled with complex diagrams, invocations, and instructions for crafting magical tools and amulets. The Clavicles of Solomon is not for the faint of heart. It is a book for those who seek power and knowledge beyond the realm of the ordinary, but be warned, the secrets contained within its pages are not to be taken lightly. The Clavicles of Solomon is classified as pseudepigrapha. This means it is a text attributed to an author, in this case King Solomon, but not actually written by them. The true authorship of the Clavicles is unknown, but scholars believe it was compiled sometime between the 14th and 16th centuries. Two main figures are associated with the Clavicles: King Solomon and Solomon the Magician. King Solomon, the biblical ruler of Israel, was renowned for his wisdom and understanding of the natural world. He is said to have possessed a ring that gave him power over demons. Solomon the Magician, on the other hand, is a more shadowy figure. He is mentioned in various medieval texts as a powerful sorcerer who commanded legions of demons. Some believe he was a historical figure who lived in ancient Chaldea, while others believe he is a purely legendary figure. The debate over the true author of the Clavicles continues to this day. Some scholars believe that the text may contain elements of genuine Solomonic tradition, passed down through centuries of oral and written transmission. Others argue that it is a purely medieval creation, reflecting the beliefs and practices of its time. The Clavicles of Solomon is divided into several books, each dealing with a different aspect of magic. The text begins with instructions for preparing for magical rituals, including the creation of sacred space, the consecration of tools, and the purification of the magician. The heart of the Clavicles lies in its descriptions of rituals for summoning and controlling demons. These rituals are often elaborate and complex, involving specific incantations, gestures, and offerings. The magician must be careful to follow the instructions precisely, for any mistake could have disastrous consequences. The demons themselves are described in vivid detail. Each demon has its own unique appearance, personality, and powers. Some demons are benevolent and willing to help the magician, while others are malevolent and must be carefully controlled. The Clavicles also contain spells and rituals for achieving worldly desires, such as finding love, acquiring wealth, and gaining protection from harm. These spells often involve the use of herbs, stones, and other natural ingredients, reflecting the belief that magic is rooted in the power of the natural world. King Solomon is revered in many religious and spiritual traditions as a paragon of wisdom. The Bible recounts how God appeared to Solomon in a dream and asked him what he desired. Solomon, recognizing the importance of wisdom above all else, requested the ability to rule his people with justice and understanding. God was pleased with Solomon's request and granted him not only wisdom, but also riches, honor, and a long life. Solomon's wisdom became legendary. People from far and wide sought his counsel, bringing their disputes and questions before him. One famous example of Solomon's wisdom is the story of the two mothers, who both claimed to be the mother of the same infant. Solomon proposed cutting the baby in half and giving each woman a portion. The true mother, horrified at the thought of harming her child, immediately relinquished her claim, preferring to see her child live, even if it meant another woman would raise him. Solomon's wisdom was not merely intellectual, but also practical. He was a skilled administrator, diplomat, and builder. He oversaw the construction of the first temple in Jerusalem, a magnificent edifice that became the center of Jewish worship. Section 5. The Temple of Jerusalem, a marvel of divine construction. The construction of the first temple in Jerusalem is a pivotal event in Jewish history. According to the Bible, God commanded King David to build a temple to house the Ark of the Covenant. But David was not permitted to build it himself because he was a man of war and had shed blood. God chose David's son Solomon to build the temple. Solomon spared no expense in its construction. He imported cedar wood from Lebanon and gold from Ophir. He employed skilled artisans and laborers from throughout his kingdom. However, the construction of the temple presented a unique challenge. God had commanded that no iron tools be used in its construction, as iron was associated with warfare and bloodshed. This presented a seemingly insurmountable obstacle, as iron tools were essential for quarrying, shaping, and setting stones. Legend has it that Solomon, drawing upon his vast wisdom and knowledge of the natural world, devised a method to cut and shape the stones without the use of iron tools. Some accounts claim that Solomon employed a miraculous creature called the shamir, which could cut through stone with its gaze. Others suggest that Solomon discovered a type of insect that secreted an acid capable of dissolving stone. Section 6. Biblical Echoes. Exodus and 1 Kings. The biblical books of Exodus and 1 Kings provide detailed accounts of the construction of the tabernacle and the temple, respectively. These accounts highlight the importance of following God's instructions precisely, even when those instructions seem impossible or impractical. In Exodus, God instructs Moses to build a portable sanctuary, the tabernacle, where he could dwell among his people. God provides detailed instructions for every aspect of the tabernacle's construction, from the materials to be used to the dimensions of each piece. Similarly, in 1 Kings, God gives Solomon specific instructions for the construction of the temple. God emphasizes the importance of using the finest materials and craftsmanship. He also commands that no iron tools be used in the construction process. These biblical accounts underscore the sanctity of sacred spaces and the importance of approaching their construction with reverence and humility. The prohibition against using iron tools in the construction of the tabernacle and the temple serves as a reminder that these structures were not intended to be fortresses or monuments to human power, but rather places of worship and communion with the divine. Section 7. The Paradox of Solomon, King, Magician, and Demon Summoner. The figure of King Solomon presents a fascinating paradox. He is revered as a wise and righteous ruler, chosen by God to build his temple. Yet he is also associated with magic and the summoning of demons. How can these seemingly contradictory aspects of his character be reconciled? One perspective is that Solomon's wisdom encompassed both the divine and the occult. He was not only a master of religious lore and spiritual understanding, but also a student of the hidden forces of the universe. From this viewpoint, Solomon's summoning of demons was not an act of rebellion against God, but rather an exploration of the totality of creation. Another perspective is that the stories of Solomon's magic are later embellishments added to his legend long after his death. These stories may reflect the cultural fascination with magic and the occult that was prevalent in the ancient world. They may also serve as cautionary tales about the dangers of seeking power through forbidden means. A third perspective is that Solomon, despite his wisdom and piety, was not immune to temptation. The Bible recounts how Solomon in his later years turned away from God and worshipped foreign gods. This suggests that even the most righteous individuals can succumb to the allure of power and the desire for forbidden knowledge. Section 8. The Clavicles of Solomon, Legacy and Influence. Despite its controversial nature, the Clavicles of Solomon has had a lasting impact on Western esotericism and occultism. The text has been translated into numerous languages and has inspired countless other magical texts and grimoires. During the Renaissance, the Clavicles of Solomon experienced a resurgence of popularity. Scholars and magicians alike were drawn to its ancient wisdom and its promise of unlocking the secrets of the universe. The text was studied by prominent figures such as Cornelius Agrippa, Paracelsus, and John Dee. The Clavicles of Solomon also influenced the development of ceremonial magic, a tradition of Western esotericism that emphasizes ritual practice and the invocation of angels and other spiritual beings. Many of the rituals and techniques described in the clavicles were adapted and incorporated into ceremonial magic systems. Even today, the Clavicles of Solomon continues to fascinate and intrigue those interested in magic and the occult. While some may dismiss it as a work of fiction or superstition, others believe that it contains genuine insights into the hidden forces of the universe. Section 9. Conclusion. Unresolved mysteries and enduring fascination. The Clavicles of Solomon remains an enigma, a tantalizing glimpse into a world of ancient magic and forbidden knowledge. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, its authorship debated, and its contents both alluring and unsettling. The text's enduring appeal lies in its exploration of the boundaries between the human and the divine, the natural and the supernatural. It offers a glimpse into a world where magic is real, demons can be summoned, and the secrets of the universe are within reach. Whether one views the Clavicles of Solomon as a genuine grimoire, a work of fiction, or a reflection of the beliefs and practices of its time, it remains a powerful and enduring testament to humanity's fascination with the unknown. Its pages continue to whisper of ancient secrets, inviting us to explore the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of ordinary reality.